Hey guys, I wanted to sit here and remake a video that I did the other day about getting a new hire and their first day. We had our former technician leave in November of 2016 and move on to different and better things. We were without a technician for a few months, and this girl applied. Really great resume, actually taking engineering and tech in local college. We decided to hire her. So when we decided to take her on, Monday this week was her first day. Now, some things I've learned in this hiring process is I needed better SOPs. I needed SOPs, didn't have them. Had a few scattered around, nothing that was really useful. We're gonna do it right this time with her. She's actually writing the SOPs. So when she goes and does something, she is writing down the notes and creating the SOP for me so that she or future employees can update the SOP as they go, so we have the most updated and correct procedures to get work done and be helpful. These notes are going to help her through her job because she can go refer back to them, and they're going to help the next person in their job because they can read them. They'll also help Ashley, who is currently doing stuff up front that may need to do something in the back once in a while. This will help her as well. So very important process. Originally, I got started on SOPs and the idea for the need of them by listening to Carl Palachuk at a Channel Pro conference a couple years ago. And he's got a website called SOP Friday. So I thought that by going to SOP Friday, I was going to find the outline, the golden egg of everything I needed to SOP. That wasn't the case. Oh, if you don't know, SOP is Standard Operating Procedures. So standard operating procedures basically mean how you do things if everything's in a perfect world. So I'd gone to his website hoping that I could find this particular information. I found a guideline for SOPs, not necessarily SOPs. So it means I actually have to do the work, which is fine. After thinking about it a while, SOPs have to be done by the company that's creating them. Having Carl write the SOP is great, but it's going to be for his company, and you're going to have to either modify it heavily, or you're going to have to go and do it all from scratch, which is fine. So I definitely would recommend, taking a look at his website. I believe he has some books out as well that relate to SOPs, and you should definitely get them. I don't think that anybody's going to have the SOP that outlines everything. It may give you an idea of what they do, but it's not necessarily what you do, and it might not be what is right for you. So take a look. His link will be in the description below to a couple of his websites. Very valuable information. I mentioned Channel Pro. I'll go ahead and link to that. There's some events coming up at Channel Pro that you should register for. They fill up quick. I know there's one in Atlanta and a couple other places. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at those events. We're going to go to those events, and I will try to share that with you on this channel when I make it to those events. So back to the new hire. New hire had her first day. She got to do a couple procedures with me. She went on site with a couple clients and got the feel of how these clients worked. Pretty good so far. So far, it seems like she's enjoying it. Now, we did have a little fun with her. I turned on my Zoom, which is a video conferencing program where we talk to a few technicians on like the ITBOG group. And Steven happened to be on there, and he popped on, and she wasn't expecting it. And so it startled her a little bit. So, a little bit of fun first day. Overall, it seems like she liked the first day. One thing I wasn't expecting was she gave me a whole list of dates that she couldn't come to work, which you know, she does dance. She's like a dance teacher, so some of them is dance related, and I can understand that. That's one of her hobbies and passions. She enjoys it. I think she's doing tech for a whole nother reason, but she enjoys that. We don't want to take that away from her, so we adjusted our schedule, which a lot of it wasn't too bad. One day here, one day there, so that we could make sure she was getting what she needed done. She said that it doesn't happen all the time, and you know, that's okay. We'll find out in the future if it does. But right now, it's not going to hurt us to give her this little bit of time. So I do recommend that anybody that comes to work for you guys, you work with them. Don't, you know, day one when they give you a list of things that they've got planned, you know what, they've already got them planned. Life gets in the way, and you know, if you want a happy employee, I'd say give them, you know, a little bit of leeway in this particular case. You know, always letting them off for things that they need. As long as it's not excessive off time, it should be okay. You know, employees need a little time off every single day of the week, you know, isn't there? A lot of you smaller techs don't have benefits to pay them vacation time, so letting them off is a benefit in itself. I think we've gone through quite a bit. If you have any questions about, you know, my thought process on the new hire or anything like that, leave it in the comments below. Definitely look forward to, you know, going through this process together with you guys, and let's see where we end up. All right, guys, see you later. Don't forget, share this video with a colleague or a technician. We're going to try and go through this process together. So subscribe to the channel. That way you can get updates on it. We also have other things like events I go to. I've got a couple technical style things to talk about as well. Again, this is like a tech to tech. So our goal is to get as many techs involved in talking and hopefully provide some relevant content.